Okay, let's determine the outward flux of the vector field given across the surface S, where S is a paraboloid along with its base on the xy plane. So we have a closed surface, encloses a three-dimensional region. So we can use, and we want outward flux, so we can use the divergence theorem, which tells us that to evaluate a surface integral, we can find the net divergence of the field over the region enclosed by the surface. So we write the theorem, this way, TV. All right, let's create a sketch of our paraboloid so we can consider how we might set up our triple integral. So I'm going to, this is a downward paraboloid that intersects the z-axis at 4. So we've got something like this. It's not going to be perfect. You know, I don't do great 3D sketches, but and so this is at 4. And the base of the paraboloid on the xy plane is part of our enclosed surface. So something like that. We are going to assume we have outward facing normals. That is an assumption that we make with the divergence theorem. It's part of the theorem that we want outward flux. So let's calculate the divergence of our field, and then we'll think about how we might set up the triple integral. So we are using the triple integral to evaluate the outward flux of the field on our surface. Okay, divergence of the field. Recall that this is just going to be del, the dot product of del in our vector field. So we're taking partial derivatives of each component and adding them. So the partial of negative x with respect to x is -1. Partial of y with respect to y is 1. And partial of 4z with respect to z is 4. And so this is just 4. All right, now to set up our triple integral, since we have a three-dimensional region that has a cross-section that's circular and it is symmetric about the z-axis, I believe that cylindrical coordinates are the best way to go here. So let's do that. So for cylindrical coordinates, let's write down between what two surfaces z is enclosed. So z is greater than or equal to 0 because the piece on the xy plane is part of our surface. And z is always less than or equal to 4 minus x squared minus y squared. And just thinking ahead here, if we're going to be using cylindrical coordinates, we can write this as z is greater than or equal to 0, but less than or equal to 4 minus r squared, since x squared plus y squared is r squared. Now, as we look onto the xy plane, if we think about when our paraboloid intersects the xy plane, that's when z is 0. So that's when 0 equals 4 minus x squared minus y squared. So on the xy plane, we have a circle that has a radius of 2. So on our xy plane, circle of radius 2. And since I said we're using cylindrical coordinates, we just need to figure out the bounds for r and bounds for theta. So there is on our xy plane our region, and it's a circle of radius of 2. And so that tells us that we can let r go from 0 to 2, and theta will go all the way around the circle, so theta will go from 0 to 2 pi. And so now we can set up our triple integral for the divergence theorem to calculate the outward flux of the field through the surface. So that gives us, I'm going to do theta for my outer integral from 0 to 2 pi, r for our middle integral from 0 to 2, z is from 0 to 4 minus r squared, and our divergence was 4, and the volume element for cylindrical coordinates will be r dz dr d theta. So calculating our inner integral, I'm going to factor out the 4r, and we have 0 to 4 minus r squared of dz, and so this will give us 4r z, but that's just going to be 4 minus r squared, and so that becomes 16r minus 4r cubed. Now we could just keep the 4 factored out, that would be fine. I'll just leave it like this. This works. Let's do our middle integral. So that will be integral from 0 to 2 of the 16r minus 4r cubed dr. And so this will be 16r squared over 2, or 8r squared, minus 4r to the 4 over 4, which is minus r to the 4, from 0 to 2. And so that's going to be 32 minus 16, which is 16. Okay, and finally our outer integral, we just have a constant 16, integral from 0 to 2 pi d theta. So this will just give us 16 times 2 pi, and for our final answer for outward flux of 32 pi.